Welcome to the inaugural episode of Tech Jury's Newscast. This is the Saturday episode, so we're going to be covering all the tech and gaming news that happened over the last week. We're going to be running shows Saturday, Monday, and Thursday, depending on how we iron out our schedules. And if you have anything suggestion-wise or anything you know you'd like to see in upcoming episodes, make sure to leave them in the comments below or send them to us on Twitter, and we'll get to them as quickly as possible. First off, we got a press release from THQ Nordic that hit us late Wednesday night. According to that action-apocalyptic Russian survival shooter game, Metro Exodus has been delayed until Q1 2019. The third installment in the Metro series follows Artyom in Moscow and takes place after the first two games' Enlightened and Redemption endings. So if you didn't get to play those two, you got some time to pop into 2033 in Last Light to see what that's all about. No word as of yet as to why this delay is happening, but we'll keep you updated. And if you're interested in the full press release / financial business side of their company, we'll link the full article below. Creators of Lawbreakers and newly alphaed Radical Heights Boss Key Studios has announced it's shutting down. The news came by way of studio head Cliff Bleszinski posting a heartfelt Twitter message to his fans stating, "Lawbreakers was a great game that unfortunately failed to gain traction, and in a last-ditch attempt we scrambled to do our take on the huge battle royale genre with Radical Heights, which was well received, however it was too little too late. The studio has insisted that the Radical Heights servers will remain up for the near future, however we expect that won't last very long." Veterans from across the industry expressed their condolences to the studio, which was founded 4 years ago when Cliff Bleszinski decided to leave then-employer Epic Games in order to create a brand new, world-class video game studio. We'll wait to see what he gets back up to after he spent some time reflecting on himself and spending time with his family. In more uplifting news, Microsoft has announced an Xbox One adaptive controller for people with accessibility needs. Twitter user Hawksod somehow uncovered the promotional image and originally leaked it on his Twitter account. Microsoft then officially announced the controller 2 days later, and we're unsure if that was always the plan or if they were just trying to get a leg up on the leak news. With support for adding inputs for literally every button on the Xbox controller via a set of ports on the back of the device, this is a huge win for people with limited motion or any physical needs that can't work with the original Xbox controller. It can work with popular tools like the quad stick that's controlled with various mouth movements or breath types, and the PDP one-handed joystick that itself contains mappable buttons for more customizability as well as many more. We can expect to see this later this year for a cool $99.99 USD. Stalker fans are rejoicing all over the internet as a website popped up showing just a Stalker 2 name and an ominous 2021 date. And even though this is only 3 years away, the GSC has confirmed it's happening, although not splurging on the details. We expect we won't have much more in the way of announcements from them for at least a year or two, knowing how that dev process works. GSC originally cancelled the sequel back in 2012, which left fans thinking that the project was done for good. Hopefully, this new one can live up to the hype. The International Olympics Committee, or IOC, has announced that it will be meeting with eSports companies and athletes at the end of July in Lausanne, Switzerland. The one-day summit is being held to discuss eSports activities in the Olympic Games. Although Thomas Bach, the president of the IOC, has reiterated his stance on video games and violence they cause, he also stated, "Esports is clearly an exciting and growing sector in which millions of young people worldwide regularly engage in. The Olympic movement cannot ignore such a phenomenon by any means." Let us know in the comments below if you believe that the esports tournament should be held at the Olympics, or if gamers should be fighting for their own publicly recognized events to showcase their unique skills. If you played the PUBG experimental server on the last day of the most recent test period, you may have been one of the users who was lucky enough to find a golden chest scattered around the island of the new Sandhawk map. Reddit users quickly started posting all of their experiences finding these chests, although there seems to be no way to actually open them or interact with them. This has been seen as a nod to competition battle royale juggernaut Fortnite, in which you can find golden lootable chests that contain the most rare weapons and items. Since the experimental server is now closed, we'll have to wait till the next cycle to find out if this was simply a joke by the developers, or something they plan to do a little bit more interesting stuff with. In the latest string of Nintendo rumors, it is said that the new Pokemon Switch game will actually be 2 games, reminiscent of their handheld counterparts that we're all used to. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are the listed names as per anonymous users on 4chan, And fans quickly got more teasing after Game Freak's own Junichi Masuda tweeted a picture of both Pikachu and Eevee in plush form, including a Pikachu rocking a Luigi suit. Of course, this is all speculation, but it seems likely that it's a play on the Pokemon Go mobile app that experienced huge success during its launch cycle and has many dedicated players still today. Hopefully we'll hear more concrete news at the Nintendo Direct at E3 2018. Please be a 3D RPG. Please be a 3D RPG. That's all the news we wanted to share with you this week. We'll be back to see you guys on Monday with our new update at the start of that week.